Good evening, very good evening to you all. I'm back. 2 nights off. I'm back on my first shift. Great to be back on again, talking to you guys out there. I want to thank you all for subscribing to the channel. I really do, and I'd love it even more for all you truckers and golfers out there. Smash that subscribe button, please. Come and join. And all you newcomers, you have all my respect. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel and listening to all this bull that's coming out of my mouth. There's a lot going off in the world at the moment. Like I say, I've had 2 nights off, and yeah, it's been great. It was really good. I played golf on Saturday. I didn't think I was going to get a game, actually, because the friend of mine that I normally play on a 4-ball with, he was in a competition himself. He was playing in the singles final, of which he won. So Andy Goldney, boom, you've got your name up on the clubhouse, whatever it is. I think it was a singles 7-day final or something like that, and he won it on the final hole. So nice one, Andy. Massive congratulations. I had originally booked a tee time for 12:58, 12:38 I think it was, which was absolutely ridiculous. It was the last tee time, and sunset starts at 4 o'clock in the evening, so I don't think I'd have been able to complete 18 holes. But I managed to jump on just before 11 o'clock when Andy was teeing off, and I jumped on with three other gentlemen, and they were absolutely fantastic. So Martin, Phil and Richard, thank you very much for allowing me to jump on with you and making up a 4-ball, and we had a blast. We had an absolutely fantastic time, and I actually played really well. I was playing, and I sort of had an epiphany when I was playing. I sort of took my time behind the ball, especially as soon as I put the club face down, because normally what I do is I put my tee down, put my ball on top, I have one swing, look at it and go, and that's it. I've teed off. That is more or less me. But Saturday, I sort of, as I addressed the ball and put my club face down, I took a few practice swings just to get my playing in and watching the toe coming up, because I always like the toe to face the ground, face the sky, and gain it parallel. That first movement, that first sort of foot, is when you should be keeping that Y shape of your arms and the angle of the club, keeping that at that angle, and then cocking the rest of the top, but making sure that the club face is pointing to the sky. But prior to doing that, I was putting my club face behind the ball and getting my balance right, getting my center of gravity right, feeling the pressure on both my heels and my toes, especially because that's where it starts. The fundamentals of golf starts from the ground up. So as long as your feet are secure, you've got a firm basis, your knees are slightly bent, ankles, hips, shoulders, everything else is all how it should be. When your posture is great, then you're good to go. So I sort of took my time, and it worked. Every one of my drives was just straight down the middle. Every one of my shots, and they do say that the most difficult shot to play in golf is a straight shot, but bloody hell, I was hitting it like an arrow. It was just going straight for the flag every time. It was absolutely brilliant. I think I was 4 over at the turn, which I thought was really good. I mean, I had a double bogey on a par 5, which I ended up in the trees, just pulled it a bit. I played out, and I made double bogey, and the next hole I made birdie, so I was happy with that. And then the back 9 was even better. I birdied the 12th, which brought me down to 3 over, and then I just played the rest just normal. I just didn't care what was happening, and it worked out really well, and I had such a great time. And then I stopped and had a drink with the guys in the bar. They bought me a drink and we had a chat, and then I saw on the TV, because we usually have the Sky TV up on, and it's always Sky Sports that's on, and it's always a football. Now, if you've known in the past, you know my thoughts about football. I think they're just a bunch of overpaid pansies, and I've always been, if you didn't know, I've always been a Nottingham Forest fan. I'm born and bred from Nottingham. I've supported Nottingham ever since 2004, unfortunately, when Cloughie died, he died in 2004. My allegiance sort of dwindled, sort of faded. But I saw it, and they were playing West Ham at home, and they were winning 1-0. I thought, oh, crikey. And then it went to 2-0. Bloody hell, that's a turn up for the books. And then I saw my father-in-law today, because I did a Sunday dinner today. Absolutely beautiful Sunday dinner. Really, really nice. And he said, yeah, they won 3-0. They're now third in the league. Friggin' hell. I can remember back, geez, when they first got relegated from the Premiership, they were known as a yo-yo team, because it went up, went down, went up, went down, went up, went down. And it went on for quite a while. So yeah, it's good to know. But like I say, football is not my forte now. Golf, I prefer golf over football any time of the day. And to be honest, I couldn't name you. I think, yeah, Chris Woods. I think Chris Woods is a striker for Nottingham Forest because he scored, and that's the only player that I know. I could not name any other player in the Nottingham Forest team, so my bad. But I like I say, my allegiance died with Nottingham Forest when Brian Clough died, unfortunately in 2004, which is 20 years ago, and his anniversary was in September that has just gone. September the 20th he died. An absolutely amazing manager. People's choice for the England manager slot without a question of a doubt. He should have got it, but powers that be wouldn't allow him to be the England manager. So it's unfortunate. What could have happened? What could have been? We'll never know. So a lot's been going off, like I say, especially over the other side of the pond. We've got the presidential elections coming up on the 5th of November, I think. I did say previously I thought it was the 31st of last month, October, but it's not. It's on the 5th, so it's going to be a really, really big day. And my brother-in-law is he's took his citizenship over in America, so it's his first time he's voted in America since he's been in America. He's been there for 7 years. I think he's been there for 7 years now, and he's voted for Trump. And to be honest, I hope he gets in. I really, really do. Because I didn't realise that the first Republican president of America was Lincoln. And obviously Lincoln's stance was on slavery, and he abolished slavery during his power, and then obviously he got assassinated, blah, blah, blah. But his vice president was a Democrat who ended up starting the Democratic Party and also instituted slavery back in power. He wanted to bring slavery back in. So American people, please vote for the right person. Do not make the same mistake as what UK made and voted in a bunch of idiots that don't know how to run the country. And hopefully, you know, the president that you have in power looks after the people, and there's only one person that's going to do that, and that's Donald Trump. He's all for the people. He's not fake. He tells it as it is, unlike the other maniac that has wanted to be the first female black president of America. Surely she cannot get in. But it's like everything else that's good in this world. Anything that good happens in this world never happens. It's always bad. That's why we've got this lunatic party in at the moment that is just going to break UK beyond repair. It really is. And I, you know, my stance on political issues and stuff like that, but the way this country is being run at the moment, it's getting beyond ridiculous, and there's just going to be no coming back from it sooner or later. It's going down the pan, slowly but surely. It is going down the pan, and there's not a lot that can be done about it at the moment. Right, I'm off to, where am I going? I'm going to Dagenham first, and then Ashford. So I could tell I've had 2 nights off because they've just hammered me with a long run, which I don't mind. It doesn't bother me at all. But I thought I'd get Allington and not in Ashford. Bloody hell, you know, that's asking for a bit. But I don't have to be down there till 2 o'clock, so I've got plenty of time. So yeah, that's me. I'm going to go. I'm going to get my trailer. I've got to find out what my flaming trailer is yet, because there's another one as well. The system that we use, because I went, just give me a moment. A few minutes later. Remember when I was shot a video with the Zebra, showing you all the applications that we use when we're doing our job, JAMA and POD, Smart POD and stuff like that, Smart Connect. it's been hacked. So there is no tracking of any drivers in DHL, and I think it's nationwide. I think the hackers have hacked the system, and it's nationwide, so they are disrupting all transport on roads. Well, not necessarily disrupting it, but it disrupts it with the transport office. They cannot see where any driver is or any trailer, or they got no eyes on anything whatsoever. So yeah, it's disrupting the transport lot. But we still got paper copy, which is good enough for us as drivers. We can work through that, and we know where we're going. We know exactly where we're going. We know what drops we're doing. So all it is the fact that transport office have got no sight of where we are. Which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. No doubt they'll sort it out sooner or later, either pay the guys off that are hacking it, or get somebody in that's got a bit of computer know-how and get the system back up again. But we'll wait and see what happens. It's serious for companies. It's really, really serious for companies that are trying to keep track of where their vehicles are. But we'll wait and see what happens. They might get the system up and running sooner or later. We'll wait and see. Right, so I'm out of here. There's a lot more other things that I could cover, but I just haven't got time, and I've gone on long enough as it is. So I'm out of here. I'm going to get my trailer. I'm going to go. So drive safe, look after yourself, watch after those lunatics, because they are all over the place. Please like, subscribe, drop me a comment please on anything that I've covered. I'd really, really appreciate it, and I'd appreciate it even more. Just smash that subscribe button. Let's get the numbers up even more, because they are climbing gradually. They are really, really climbing really well. I'm really thrilled that the numbers are actually getting higher and higher. So please subscribe. I'd really, really appreciate it. Thanks very much. Take care, and I'll see you for my second shift tomorrow. Cheers guys.